welcome to Election Night in America, Mike Pence versus Kamala Harris. First call of the night, we have Kentucky. Mike Pence will carry the state of Kentucky and its electoral votes. In Indiana, Mike Pence will also carry Indiana and its electoral votes. 2 states he has grabbed early in the evening. 0 have been grabbed by Kamala Harris. In Vermont, Kamala Harris is the winner in Vermont. We can project that with 2% reporting. Kamala Harris will win the state of Vermont. In Georgia, it is currently too early to call, though Mike Pence has a lead. In South Carolina, it is also too early to call, though Mike Pence has a lead. In Virginia, it is too early to call as well, though Kamala Harris has a lead. This is the current electoral map. 3 for Kamala Harris, 19 for Mike Pence. This is what we're looking at right now. And 4 states still toss-ups. West Virginia, we are projecting for Mike Pence. Ohio is too early to call, though Mike Pence holds a lead. North Carolina is too early to call, with only 1% reporting, but Kamala Harris has a strong lead. This is the current electoral map. One thing changes: 24 for Mike Pence, 3 for Kamala Harris, as the addition of West Virginia comes in. In South Carolina, another state that Mike Pence was grabbing early in the evening, South Carolina will go to Mike Pence and its electoral votes. This is the current map. This is the current electoral map. Again, early in the evening, Mike Pence has carried a number of states. Kamala Harris has carried Vermont. Mike Pence will carry the state of Alabama, no surprise here. Kamala Harris will carry the state of Connecticut, again, not a surprise. Kamala Harris will also carry the state of Delaware, not a surprise as well. In Illinois, Kamala Harris will carry their 20 electoral votes, again, not a surprise. In Kansas, Mike Pence will carry those 6 electoral votes, not a surprise. In Maine, 3 out of the 4 electoral votes will go to Kamala Harris. We cannot project one outstanding electoral vote at this time. Again, not a big surprise. In Maryland, not a surprise at all. Kamala Harris will win the state of Maryland. In Massachusetts, again, not a surprise. Kamala Harris will carry the state of Massachusetts. In Virginia, previously too early to call, now going to Kamala Harris. In Michigan, it is too early to call, though Mike Pence has a lead. In Mississippi, Mike Pence is the winner. In Missouri, Mike Pence is also the winner. In New Hampshire, it is too early to call, but Kamala Harris has a lead. In New Jersey, Kamala Harris is the winner and will win its electoral votes. In North Dakota, Mike Pence is also the winner and will win its 3 electoral votes. In Oklahoma, Mike Pence is the winner and will carry all of its electoral votes. In Pennsylvania, it is too early to call, though Kamala Harris has the lead. In Rhode Island, Kamala Harris is the victor. She will carry Rhode Island. In Texas, it is too early to call, though Mike Pence holds the lead. In South Dakota, Mike Pence is the winner and will carry all of its electoral votes. In Tennessee, Mike Pence is also the winner and will carry all of its electoral votes. In the District of Columbia, Kamala Harris is the winner, not a surprise at all. One of the most liberal parts of the country going for Kamala Harris. This is the current map of the United States. Not any surprises on this map so far. Kamala Harris and Mike Pence battling to get to 270. In Arkansas, Mike Pence is the winner. Previously too early to call, now in the Harris column is New Hampshire. In Arizona, it is too early to call, but Kamala Harris holds the lead. In Colorado, Kamala Harris holds Colorado and gets all of their electoral votes. In Minnesota, it is too early to call, though Kamala Harris holds the lead. In Louisiana, in Louisiana, Mike Pence will carry Louisiana and all of its electoral votes. Sorry about that. In Texas, previously too early to call, now we can call for Mike Pence. Mike Pence will carry the state of Texas and all of its electoral votes at the end of the night. In New Mexico, Kamala Harris will carry the state of New Mexico and its electoral votes. 4 out of the 5 Nebraska electoral votes will go to Mike Pence. He will carry 4 out of those 5. In New York, Kamala Harris, a big prize, the biggest prize on the northeastern coast. Kamala Harris will carry New York, not a surprise, but a big batch of electoral votes. In Wisconsin, it is too early to call, yet Mike Pence holds the lead. In Wyoming, not a surprise at all, one of the most conservative parts of the country, Mike Pence is the victor. In Ohio, previously too early to call, a swing state, a battleground state, Mike Pence will carry that state. In Nebraska's 2nd Congressional District, Kamala Harris will carry that district, holding on to that district. She will bring that blue. In Idaho, Mike Pence is the winner of Idaho and its electoral votes. In Iowa, it is too early to call, yet Mike Pence holds the lead. In Nevada, it is too early to call, yet Kamala Harris holds the lead. In Maine's 2nd Congressional District, this is a flip. Kamala Harris will bring this electoral vote blue. Kamala Harris carries Maine's 2nd Congressional District. In Minnesota, previously too early to call, now we can project for Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris will carry the state of Minnesota. In Oregon, Kamala Harris from the West Coast will carry Oregon and all of its electoral votes. In Utah, not a surprise, Mike Pence will carry Utah and all of its electoral votes. In Montana, again, not another surprise, Mike Pence will carry Montana and its electoral votes. This is the map right now. Mike Pence holds a lead, and there are still 4 states that have not closed their polls, and several that we cannot call. Out of California, her home state and the biggest batch of electoral votes in the Electoral College, she will win those electoral votes. In Washington, Kamala Harris also wins the state of Washington and will go on to win the entire West Coast. This is the electoral map so far. No big surprises right now. All the stuff all the states colored in yellow, we cannot call, and all of them colored in gray, polls have not closed. In Hawaii, Kamala Harris is the winner of Hawaii, not a surprise there. This is the electoral map with the addition of Hawaii, no changes, just Hawaii. In Nevada, Kamala Harris will carry the state of Nevada and its electoral votes. That is a projection that we can make at this time. Previously too early to call, Kamala Harris will carry Nevada. In Michigan, Kamala Harris will carry Michigan with 99.8% reporting. Kamala Harris will carry that state against Mike Pence. In Alaska, Mike Pence will carry Alaska and its 3 electoral votes. Mike Pence will carry that state, and it takes a while for them to close their polls, but now we know that Alaska will go red. And in Iowa, previously too early to call, Mike Pence is the victor there in Iowa. He will go on to win Iowa. In Florida, a big blow to the Harris campaign. They thought that they could win that state. Unfortunately for them, it is going to Mike Pence. Mike Pence will win the state of Florida, keeping it red for 12 years now. In Arizona, however, Kamala Harris will keep that state red. This is a blow to the Pence campaign, as they thought that they could flip that state blue, flip that state red as it once was. Kamala Harris, the victor in Arizona. This is our current electoral map. Kamala Harris is 9 electoral votes away from winning the presidency. Any outstanding state could launch her to the top. In Pennsylvania, Kamala Harris is the projected winner with 100% reporting. She beats Mike Pence in that state. Mike Pence goes on to lose Pennsylvania. Kamala Harris wins all of its electoral votes. And we can project Kamala Harris will be elected President of the United States with the addition of Pennsylvania. That will push her over the top of the 270 needed to be elected president. This is the electoral map so far. We have 3 outstanding states. Kamala Harris has over the 270 margin needed to become president. We project that she will become the first woman president of the United States. In Wisconsin, 100% reporting in that state, Kamala Harris will go on to win Wisconsin in a tight battle with Mike Pence in that state. She will go on to win Wisconsin. In North Carolina, we can project that state a flip for the Democrats. Kamala Harris will go on to win the state of North Carolina. This is our electoral map. We only have 1 outstanding state, Georgia, a blue state from 2020. Republicans hope that they can take it back, although it doesn't matter for much right now because Democrats have already won the election. In Georgia, it is too close to call, not too early to call, too close to call. Kamala Harris has a 0.1% lead over Mike Pence. She is leading him right now, but by very little. She has expanded that lead. We got word from the Georgia Secretary of State that she is a 0.2% lead right now from a 0.1% lead, and that is the county map that you're seeing right there. She has a 0.2% lead. And she has expanded that lead again. We're seeing more numbers come in from the Secretary of State of Georgia. He told us that now she has a 0.4% lead. She expanded that lead that she had and still has. We can project 100% precinct reporting. Kamala Harris will be the winner of the state of Georgia, keeping it blue in this election. And this is the final electoral map. Kamala Harris has 322 electoral votes, and Mike Pence has 216. Republicans have not flipped any districts or states. Democrats flipped 1 district and 1 state. That is Maine's 2nd Congressional District and North Carolina. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and comment down below if